DreAllDay.com.
What's up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. This week's motivation is titled Formidable. I was reading this blog post by this guy named Paul Graham. He runs a company which basically funds startups. Basically, he takes a bunch of startups, he brings them all in together. Startup, for those who don't know, is like if a few people get together, let's say me and you, we get together and we say we want to start this company and we got this great idea, this thing we want to do, and then we go to a venture capitalist who's a person who basically going to give us money to actually make the idea happen and turn it into a business. And if the business goes well, the person who gave us the money, they get their money back, plus they get a little bit more on top, like as interest for investing in us from the beginning. So they make money by putting money into businesses, helping them grow, and then they make more because that business blows up. Let's say if somebody invested money in Twitter or Facebook or Apple, when Apple first started, or whatever, any business is blowing up. They invested in Nike or whatever company. So basically this guy, Paul Graham, he invests in companies to help them grow. And sometimes the companies make money and they become big, like a Twitter or a Facebook. I don't know if he invested in those, but just for an example, sometimes companies lose money. So that's the risk you take when you're an entrepreneur. You put money into businesses, maybe you make money, maybe you don't. But the reason I titled the motivation Formidable is because one of the things, I don't know if it was him, Paul Graham, that said it, or he was talking to another person who's also an investor in businesses. And he said, when we're looking at the person who runs that business, like the CEO, the number one guy for the company that we're thinking about investing in, we're not looking to see that they have all the answers, because you know, when you invest in a company, you're going to ask them 100 questions about everything, about their money, about their work schedule, about what if this happens, what if that happens, tell me about this, tell me about that, about the competition, about your prospects, about your marketing plan, about how much money you're projecting to make over the next 5, 10, 20 years. We ask a lot of questions. Nobody's going to have all the answers because nothing has even happened yet. You're talking about what might happen. So you might have some information correct, you might have some information incorrect, and some questions you might not have any information whatsoever. Your answer might be, I don't know. And he said, we're not looking for people who have all the answers because nobody has all the answers. When we're looking to invest in a company, we look at the number one person in that company, the leader, the CEO, the owner, the founder, whatever their name is, whatever their title is. We're looking for that person. We're looking for formidability in that person. We're looking for a person who's formidable. And I looked up the definition of formidable. And what that word means is, and another thing he said actually, we're looking for someone who's magic about to happen. We got to feel that. We got to feel that energy in that person. I looked up the definition of formidable, and I don't even have it in front of me right now, but one of the things that it says about formidable is a person who, when you're around them, and I'm paraphrasing, when you feel that person's energy, you feel like this is a person I can follow. This is a person I respect. This is a person I can trust. This is a person I'm okay with following their lead. This is a person who, when I look at them, I sense they're going to do big things. This is a person, when I'm around them, I say, whatever this person is thinking about, whatever this person is doing is going to lead to something bigger down the road. And what that means for all of you who are watching this video is that when you're a formidable individual, if you want to be held in regard as a formidable individual, that's the type of energy you want to instill in people. And it's not about anything that you say. It's not about something that you write down. It's about the way that you carry yourself, and it's about the actions you take. Are the actions that you take, the way you carry yourself, the way you walk, talk, the way you interact with people, the energy you have, is it saying to people, I'm going to do big things. I'm a person that you should follow. I'm a person who leads. I'm a person who other people look to for cues of how they can conduct themselves, ways that they can generate ideas, ways that they can be better for themselves and whatever it is they do, even if we're not in the same field. That's what formidability is about. So if you want to be a formidable individual, those are the type of people who lead. You think about anywhere that you're at in your personal life. Now think about a person in your life who's really a leader, the person that you look to personally who is as much a leader as you've seen. And I'm not talking about a famous person. I'm talking about somebody you know on a personal tip. This might be your mom or dad. It might be one of your coaches. It might be a teacher you got at school. It might be your boss at work. It might be somebody you hang with on your block. Who's the person you look to who is the most a leader? Who's the person who, when you're around them, you feel the most safe? The person you most trust what comes out of their mouth. The person who, if the whole world went to war and you had to be around one person, who's the one person that you know personally in your life you would most want to be with because you know everything will be all right if you're around this one person. That's formidability. And if you're going to be a leader, you need to instill that type of energy in other people the way that person whom you're thinking of puts that energy in you. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Add a guaranteed 10 inches to your vertical, not a maybe 10 inches. A guaranteed 10 inches to your vertical. Go to DreAllDay.com/jump. Get the jump manual. When you get it, I'm going to give you 5 free group handbooks or any free DVD. All you got to do is email me the receipt. DreAllDay.com/jump.
This is Paul Hoover from the Pro Shot Shooting System. Work on your game.